let's call this to order at 7 o'clock. We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll do some audience introductions. Jonathan, you want to take it away?
Okay, before we get into our presentation, we'd like to do some quick introductions. I'm Jonathan Probst. I have been an FFA member for 4 years, and I'm the current president of the Perry Dog Fish.
I'm Ellie Meyer, I'm a junior, and I'm the current Perryville FFA treasurer.
My name is Ethan Blades. I've been a part of FFA for the past 4 years. Previous years, I was the secretary and the treasurer.
And then we'll call on you to do the presentation in just a little bit.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Great. Okay, so approval of the agenda. Oh, we've got one more. Oh, do you want to introduce it? Yeah.
I'm McKenna Hanson-Johnson, the agriculture teacher.
Thank you. Okay, so approval of the agenda, we're going to go ahead and strike item 4A because we do not have anybody here this evening from HMK. Any additions or anything else for this?
I'm going to approve the agenda with no change.
I'll second. It's been moved and seconded. And any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Delegation of visitors. This is for comments pertaining to the agenda. So since you have your presentation, we'll do that a little bit later, okay? Okay, let's move to item 4. Do we want to shift this around at all, or do we want to just leave this the way it is?
I think I'll get through it pretty quickly. I won't read it.
All right,
word for
yeah,
word.
let's
I'll
go ahead and do 4B.
paraphrase today.
Sure.
We're also doing that.
So report, superintendent report.
Yeah, and I think our students can talk about this. Things seemed a little bit, pretty nice to be kind of in that old routine, even though feels like a new old routine. And it definitely feels good after a few years of doing things different with the campus spread all over and people in different classrooms than normal, to have that chance to be back where we planned on them being, after the construction. And it's just nice. I think we've had a lot of great reviews on the building. We had a lot of high school kids that hadn't seen that part of the building yet and had some nice comments, especially about the bathrooms, that they were jealous about the bathrooms. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Maybe you haven't seen them yet, but they enjoyed those, just the few I talked to over there. So football team, high school wise, doing well. Just got another win the other day. They're 3-0 now. And they played 2 really tough teams, and then one that was a little bit tougher than what they thought, but they were definitely better than them. Amity did a co-op with us for middle school. They approached us because their numbers were pretty low. A lot of kids that are doing soccer over there. And so we were able to, combine them with some of our numbers and make sure we had a healthy sized team. I think we're at about 17 kids total, which for 9-man, and we're playing 9-man in that league with Gaston. So for us, that's pretty good that we were able to make that work. And then our coaches are back for volleyball for middle school, and we have 2 teams competing again this year. So a little over 20 ladies playing, which is great. Good participation with volleyball. And then lastly, you saw the different events, and I want to talk about that corn feed here. Coming up this weekend, we have open house, corn feed, high school volleyball, and high school football. And then we have a number of other community events, including the yard sale, and Vanessa's been working on that a little bit. I don't know if it sounded like we had a couple other people signing up to be there.
Yes, we have like 5 families signed up for the yard sale portion, and I think we have at least 3 vendors signed up.
So we're hoping to get some more foot traffic.
Oh,
And
okay.
Trina will be there buying stuff again.
I'm bringing stuff. I got a pile.
Cool.
So we're excited. We have a lot of different events on the 6th and 12th also, where we're able to put some stuff together, and we think these are going to be some really good opportunities for our families and our community to interact. So just excited about the year. Really, it's been pretty great so far.
Oh, excellent. We'll go ahead and move to elementary.
We've got our elementary kiddos are in their official classroom, so they're just a few weeks into that. They love it. Most of the classrooms are able to see the soon to be ready playground. It's not quite there yet, but they're excited for their playground. Preschool began, and that's been great. Our preschool teacher has done a great job setting up a new classroom in a short time frame. It looks wonderful. The kids are doing a great job, and it's just fun to have them back on campus again. Really, those are kind of the highlights. We did take the middle schoolers on their team building field trip, and this time it was to Topgolf. It was really amazing seeing kids, our athletic kiddos, were all on the same starting point as everybody else. So none of them walked into that feeling really great at it. And they were mostly all beginners. So it was really fun to watch them on that even playing field, playing a brand new game that most of them had not ever experienced before. It's not really like golf. So that was a lot of fun. The staff split the teams up. So the kids were with kiddos that were part of their friend group, but also other parts of other friend groups. And so I think that was really great. And we feel like it was probably one of the favorite field trips of recent times. So we're glad for that. And I think that's really it besides the upcoming events that we've got coming up this week and next. Any questions?
So we've been doing our move-in meetings, and we have the same speech pathologist and SLPA from Willamette ESD as we did last year. It worked out wonderfully. So we're really happy that they're with us again. Our new assistant has been doing great. We're conducting interviews for the next 2 days for another instructional assistant because we're losing one to a different position here. So while it's good for our school as a whole, we're sad to lose her. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, our new nurse came by today to meet.
The new nurse.
Yes. By today.
What was her name?
Holly.
She just started last week with the PSD, so they were waiting on her background check to come back on Thursday.
Okay, any questions on the facility report at all? So we will move to item C, Spotlight on Education, CTE Ag Program.
So we have, oh, there you are. I thought you left already. So, Mrs. Hanson, and we also have the three students who introduced themselves here to talk a little bit about our CTE program and the expansion. Jonathan and Mrs. Hanson had come in earlier today to say, I just want to confirm what for sure we're supposed to talk about today. And then I just said, just talk about your program and all the expansion and the good stuff you're doing. And then also, for the first time since 2018, they're looking to go to the national convention. And she'll speak to that a little bit more too. I think we have at least one person in here that's been to the national convention, and maybe two that are sitting at the table. I know at least two, but maybe some others that have also been before. So
It was very low.
Yes. Yeah.
anyway, so with that being said, go ahead and feel free to start that. Yeah.
All right, and we've done introductions, and as you guys know, this is our spotlight on education for CTE. We'd like to start off by recognizing several accomplishments of Peridot FA members in the last couple of months at the Polk County Fair. We had Joseph Alger had the Grand Champion Market Steer. Kylie Tish had the Reserve Champion Market Steer, and she got third place with her Market Hog. And Weston Brown got second place with his Market Hog. And I'd like to pass it off to Ellie Meyer, who will talk about our officer retreat.
This year's officer retreat was held in Lincoln City. We had the unique opportunity to experience team bonding activities, icebreaker activities. We got to discuss our positions as officers, and we also got to plan our year of activities.
And now that the school year has started, we're excited for this year's learning opportunities, continuing the chicken coop out by the greenhouse, and bring back a class favorite, fostering baby calves. We also have fundraisers planned for later in the year. As of now, the district leadership camp will come up, I believe it's on Wednesday, Thursday. This Thursday, though, we will be having our annual corn feed. We'd love to see you all there if you can make it.
And then other things that we have going on that are brand new for our program is integrating the food science classes, which we have 2 this year. And there's kids that are begging to be in them even though they're full, which is really exciting. Most of the kids that walk into my classroom are really regret not having me as a teacher this year because they don't get to utilize the spaces. So that's been fun to hear that there's students that I wouldn't typically think want to be in an ag class are now jealous that they're not in the ag classes. So that's been really fun to see. And tomorrow we get to break in the kitchen and do all of our apple crisp baking. Thanks to Trina for donating the apples. And then since I have a close connection with the preschool teacher, this week is A for apple for them. So we're going to bring in the preschool class and we're going to have them bake their own apple crisp as well so that they get to experience that and actually get hands-on experience just as little preschoolers to start that process. So.
If you mess up any batches, feel free to drop by my office.
We picked 50 gallons of apples today off of Trina's trees. So hopefully we have lots of extra.
She didn't realize that you guys were there. She was like, they didn't show up today.
I made sure that the students raked up all of the apples that fell into the piles that were already there. I was like, we can't leave a mess.
Oh, that explains so much. Because I picked up all the windfall apples and I told my husband I had them all picked up. And he goes, I came home and picked up 3 more buckets full. I don't think you got them all. Oh, I was like, I know I picked them all up.
So we raked them into the piles that were there, but
I stood there, I looked in the backyard, and I go, oh, I don't think they came. Look at all these apples on our trees.
we got so many, but I ran out of bucket space. So if we run out tomorrow, we know where to go.
No, you have to stop by my house because I haven't had any taken yet. They're all over.
I know I scoop up the windfall every day and take them up to Evenfell's cows.
Oh,
that's good.
that's perfect.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
ready to
great.
roll? Okay.
All right. Okay. For the main reason we're here now, I would like to introduce our trip proposal for National Convention. Within the package that were just handed out, we have a rough draft itinerary for our plans during the trip. In the upcoming weeks, we plan on solidifying that and submitting an official one as far as flights go and our actual activities within the week. As far as National Convention goes, I'm really excited just to meet FA members from across the nation. Getting to hear all of their different experiences in FA from different states and all that.
Personally, I'm excited to experience agriculture in new areas of the country.
And I'm excited to experience FFA on a national level. Being a smaller district, can't really experience that, but looking forward to it.
And then as far as our chapter goes, we have 2 things that we're really excited about. Getting to watch national level competitions where we can bring back knowledge from that for our chapter to compete in district and sectional level competitions. And then also honoring Jenna Tompkins, a Paradise FA alumni who is getting her American degree. I'm excited for that. And with that, we'd like to open it up to any questions, comments you all have about any of our ongoing activities or National Convention.
Can I bring up one other thing? You just talked about the opportunity to meet with people from throughout the country. Can you explain what you did this summer with FFA also?
Yeah, so this summer I got a scholarship from Oregon FA to go to the Washington Leadership Conference, which is in DC. It was a conference with people also from all over the nation. We did facilitating and stuff like that. But my favorite part about that was just getting to experience people's perspectives from all over the nation. FFA is different in every chapter, in every state, in every district. So I'm excited to get that experience again at National Convention.
And you was telling me earlier that it was fun to watch 350 FFA members trying to get onto the
Metro,
system.
yeah, Metro system. Yeah. And yeah, the amount of Blue Jackets that are going to be at National Convention is just really cool. At State Convention, we have 3,000, and it's going to be tens of thousands of FFA members. Yeah, really excited for that.
What kind of industry do you guys plan to visit on Sunday before you catch your flight home?
We have looked into various ones. One of the main ones we were looking was a dairy facility that we've contacted them but haven't heard back. So we're looking at things similar to that.
I want to make sure that the students have the biggest experience with the agriculture aspect of being over toward the East Coast because they do things a lot differently over there than we do here, and getting to see the wide variety that they have and potentially seeing the different schools that are in that area with the ag programs that they have. So we haven't been able to finalize those yet, but those plans are coming.
And then your plan for a national convention, what's the frequency that you're anticipating?
I'm hoping that since this is the first time that we've been able to go since 2018, I'm hoping that we can consistently raise the funds to be able to go every other year. So that way it gives students the opportunity, if they may have missed it their freshman and sophomore year, that it's not out of the question for them. And they would then have the chance to take it or to go as juniors and seniors. This year's group is that ended up being most interested are juniors and seniors. But a lot of those freshmen and sophomores have no idea what they're missing out on yet because we haven't been since 2018. So it's really important for this group to be able to go and bring back, this is what we did, this is what we learned, and this is why we want to go again, so that in the next 2 years, if we get to go again, then the students that didn't get to go this time have the opportunity to go later.
We're also excited to have a Period LFA alumni chaperoning as well, Maddie London, previous to Maddie Ford. So she's been several times. So we're excited to get her involvement in that.
And I have personally never been to national convention. My senior year of high school, I was trying to get to go, and my sister said, "Nope, FFA is my thing. You don't get to do it." And thankfully, I'm the ag teacher now, and she's a preschool teacher. So, so now I'm excited for this to be my opportunity to get to go and for FFA to be not only my thing, but also my students' things.
I just say, if you need industry contacts in both Indiana and in Tennessee, get a hold of me. I can get inroads in both places.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Need her cell number?
Huh?
I said, do you need her cell number?
Well, for sure.
Oh, I think
Any other questions? Excited for you guys to be able to go.
Do we need to ask for formal permission?
Just about to say that,
for
yeah.
us to go?
Well, yeah, we'd like to ask for formal approval to go to the national convention.
Well, I don't know for national convention that they ever officially did or not. I don't remember that. But I know we did for the senior trip, so we wanted to make sure we at least discussed it tonight. So if you'd like to make a motion, we could always move that. Do that.
First of all, I want to say this is very nicely done. I'm not sure who did it, but the senior class could follow this example. I don't know.
Hints, hints.
It will this year. It will this year.
I might know the president, I think it'll be.
Yeah, I can. So, and I figured right here, pass it on. I would like to move to approve the FFA National Convention trip.
Nope.
Okay.
Hi.
It's been moved in second and third and fourth. Any further discussions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes unanimously.
Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate you all.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Good speakers. Very good. Okay, so we will move to item B. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we ended up having middle school head football coach is Brad Ford, and the assistants Parker. They are working with another gentleman from Amity, and they're co-coaching the team together. They had a very successful outing last week, and they have another one coming up Wednesday. But the first 3 games are going against 3 teams, kind of a jamboree style, but they had about 100 plays that they do on those days, and then the last 4 games of the season they're playing regular games. So we're hopeful, we think, that it'll be good for our less experienced players to be able to have the coach on the field at the 40-yard line. There's 2 games going on at one time if you haven't been to a jamboree. Basically 40 yards going that way and 40 yards going the other way. And then by having the coaches on the field, that allows them to help coach the kids up a little bit more, especially for those ones that haven't played before. I think that's a really good opportunity for our kids. Not everybody in our community felt that way. We had some parents that did not like that idea, but for the betterment of the kids' development, I think it's a good thing. And a lot of people have made that decision at the AD level for our middle school league, were longtime football coaches and athletic directors that felt like this was a good move for the program, or for all their programs. So looking forward to that. And they did really well. They were 3-0 the other day. So pretty good. Yeah.
I can see it being nice and active and busy instead of sometimes, you know, when
Yeah.
you're running plays like that, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can see it being positive.
I think so too. You know, it's just different. And so I think that's what people are concerned about. And oftentimes with OSA, with jamborees, it's like 30 plays. And so I think that was part of the misconception there, is that it sounded like that may be what it was. And, you know, we could have done a better job explaining that on our end as a school probably. But it's, you know, for the most part, I think it's going well. And like I said, they had success and 9-man football. So essentially you take out the 2 tackles that you would normally have in offense for 11-man, and you're able to run the same types of plays. And so for Amity, that's not a bad thing, because it's similar to what they do with 11-man. For us, it's 8-man with an extra player. So it's a good mixture there. It's a good happy medium there. So worked out well. And we're practicing here, and we're playing games at their place. So that was really good for us on a daily basis to be able to play here and practice, because it allows us to have that continuity there and not have to provide the transportation. And they had Reg McShane, who could help drive if needed, but they also have more minibuses.
They got
So
him out of
then they can do
retirement.
it. He's always willing to drive the bus, yeah. So, and then they had a pastor in town who was willing to help out. So they had like 7 opportunities driving wise, and they only need 1 minibus if that. So
Nice.
worked out well. And then the other part is that we did offer that was down there on the other part about items for board action. We'll talk about that, but it really could be actually under new hires for 4D for the middle school-based mental health. It's just that person.
Yeah, we don't really need board action. for that.
Yeah, we don't.
Right, but we discussed that a year ago and decided we were gonna keep it under board action.
This,
Well, we don't really, we already approved that, didn't we?
This is just a new hire. Yeah, it's really the new hire. So
right,
I mean, remember we decided we didn't need new hires to be under board action,
they just should be.
just
Yeah.
informative, but we moved it though this time to information instead of board action.
For new hires.
Okay.
That's what we're saying. We're moving it to.
Yeah. it
information.
should be
Oh,
under
yeah,
information.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying the opposite. That's okay. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, because it's already done, right? It's already.
Yeah.
That one is already done.
So Francis, I always want to say Gallagher, but it's not Gallagher anymore. Bergstrom has been again with us the last
She'll never.
6 months, of school time, and then was at Amity a little bit before. I sent you an email about it. You know, she had her degree and applied mental health, and I was excited to go ahead and have this opportunity. And again, like I shared with you the last meeting, she was very insistent that she wanted to try to have that position here at Perrydale. So we had some illness. So she's, been delayed a little bit until we're able to get through that illness this week. And then she'll start doing the training. We already passed along some training today, and somebody in the neighboring district offered to help out a little bit too with some training, and then ESD and county, having a transition meeting with the county just to, with Dana, just to talk about some of the things that they've done and what they could offer, and then also the ESD. So.
Did we ever get the breakdown of what
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, so I could shed, I didn't know if it was pertinent, but I can email that to all you.
I'm just-
love to see.
I
it.
would love to see it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so then we move to item 5, consent agenda.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
I will second.
We moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion passes unanimously. 6 is strike. Did we lose that under information? So 7, patron input, and seeing none, we will move on. Number 8, any board comments? Okay, 9, announcements and dates of importance. Did you want to go through this list or do we want to? No, okay. Okay, any comments about it? Otherwise, we'll
I
just.
I have a question about the open house and I will admit I could have missed things, but I was even asking Julia today, I was like, is that gonna be this Thursday or next? Like, what's gone out? Cause I just,
So
back to like the communication thing, it just,
Like what's been posted? and
Yeah.
whatnot?
we sent out the flyer with everything that said open house, like,
that was on like the sheet of everything.
yeah, then we sent
Okay.
out another reminder, but we sent out just what you had in my
Okay,
thing. I just took off the first one, which was that 201.
yeah,
But
okay.
we
And we'll
sent that
probably
out.
send another reminder out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're sending
So
one
2
tomorrow.
days ahead.
Okay. Cause just parents need to plan and I couldn't remember if it was this Thursday or next Thursday.
And that's why we tried to make sure we sent it out ahead for
Yeah.
everything, so they had that calendar in one sheet there.
If there's nothing else, then we're going to adjourn at 7:26. Did I just beat you?
I think so.
At 7:26 p.m.
I mean, he was helpful.
If
He
you
was
see
great
this
with
broke
his
record,
motions,
yeah,
so-
by 4
Yeah.
minutes.
I
Because I think it was
did help
7:30.
you. Maybe not because I'm the meeting.